how to play basic bluegrass rhythm. We'll start with the G chord. There's a few different ways to form it. Do it like this, or like this with 4 fingers, which is what I prefer and a lot of other bluegrass players tend to prefer. But whichever way you're doing it, the idea is, here's what I suggest. Have your, when you're holding the pick, have your 3 other fingers dangling down. Angle the tip of the pick upwards like this. So when you hit one of your bass strings, it comes crashing down into the string below. So that all of our strokes are perfectly downward. We're not picking away from the strings, but just going down. And so on a G chord, we'll usually be starting with a G note, and we try to grab our lowest one that we can. So that is on our 6th string when we're forming this form of the G chord. And then you lift the pick off and you do a very quick but gentle strum through the, mostly trying to grab the 3 highest strings of the guitar. If you end up with 4 every so often, that's fine, but we're really trying to just grab the high register of the guitar to get a nice good contrast with the bass note. So you see, after that strum, after the pick stroke here on the bass string, then I lift the pick to give it some momentum, so I can very rapidly go through with the treble strings here so that they sound as though they were played all at the same time. And once again, it's just a perfectly downward stroke. And the way you can ensure that you've done it as a downward stroke at first is to allow the pick to hit the body of the guitar or your pick guard. If you don't want to be scooping out like this. And so it should be the very highest string of the guitar will sound the most prominent within the strum. So we got this, our bass note, then our strum. And notice the emphasis is on the bass note. That's what should be standing out the most. And then on a G chord, after that, we'll hit another note that is part of the chord. Usually we're going to hit a D note. You can find that with your open 4th string. So once again, the pick crashes into the string below, and it's stopped by it. Then I lift the pick and start the strum. I don't recommend doing the strum without lifting the pick, because then if you do that, it kind of, you don't get enough momentum to make it sound like you've gone through all the strings at once. So what we've got here is a G note, a strum, a D note, a strum. And if you do it like that without ever changing with a pick angle there, and you're just based upon going downwards always, not trying to dodge the string below your target, but purposely crashing into it, you can get this going at a pretty fast speed and still maintain accuracy. So we'll do it a little bit faster here. If you do this on a C chord, I recommend using 4 fingers to form your C chord like this, so that you have your ring and your pinky fingers on your 3rd fret of your 6th and 5th strings. That way, you've got your C note here, a low C note here, to start your measure of your rhythm pattern on your 5th string. And you can alternate it with a low G. this, we'll alternate the ring finger. But if you choose to do that, you want to make sure your finger isn't coming off with the string too early and clipping the bass note short. You don't want this. Finally, a D chord. D note on the 4th string, alternated with an A note on the 5th string. We can put this all together and play through a common chord progression that is used for many songs. Bury Me Beneath the Willow, Wreck of the Old 97, Road to Columbus, and hundreds of other bluegrass songs. You go G, G, C, C, G, G, D, D, G, G, C, C, G, D, G, G, like this.